My TED Talk. We're going to start all the way back at the very beginning of the term and just go over all the little things that I learned and all the kind of nitty gritty that this project provided. Giving an overview to it, when I started this whole project, along with a lot of my colleagues, we were like, what is the point? We were doing all this extra work for what seemed like no reason other than participation. And that's how we felt about a lot of teachers' college, truthfully. But in this kind of confusion and upset, I was able to find a purpose for the project, and it ended up being one of the most valuable things that I have ever done in education, but also probably for my own reflection to push forward and figure out who I am and what I want to do. So starting at the very beginning, we have a little welcoming, who am I? And at the start, I was lifting, training, hoping at some point to compete. And now looking 4 months down the road, I compete in less than a month. So by writing down who am I, what I want to do, it gave me focus. And that focus led to an ends. After that, we got into the tip of the iceberg and what we want this project to be. We have the exercise library, training methods, programming, next steps. What is that all going to look like? So then I come to my drive. I start working away. And over the last couple months, this is what it has turned into. This is what it has turned into. We have budgeting. We have our webpage. We have coaching. We have the actual Genius Hour project and the little pieces that we wanted posted on our now developed website. Like, we have our RPE, we have the intro, we have blank sheets, we have sample programs. Within the sample programs, you can just go in and use them. You can download it and use it for free. It gives people a chance to expose themselves to basic powerlifting or bodybuilding styles of training. From there, if someone wants to make their own program, I've made an exercise library. I need to either start making more videos or fill them in with ones that I find are good on the internet. It's a valuable resource, I think, for anyone who wants to try their own programming, try programming for others. Because if you don't know what type of lift you want them to do, say you want a leg focused, you can take 3, 4, 5 of these exercises and put them into a program and try it. See if you like it. If you don't, just switch it. It gives you options. So I was excited to be able to produce that. The webpage itself, I have coaching, which gives a little bit of an intro and has gained me a little bit of traction. I've had a chance to talk with people, and most of the time, one-on-one coaching isn't what people are looking for. They're looking for a program. They're looking for some guidance, and that's okay. So by having this free consultation, I've been able to grow my reach. And when I talk about reach, I wanted to get into marketing and what does that look like and how do I reach people. So from there, I moved on to Gumroad, which is great. You can discover a lot of things, which I'll go over in a minute. But if you go to products, you can make your own products. Make your next product. We'll walk through it real quick. A digital product, let's say. You get the name, you create the product, and from there, you can go in and do the background working. So you can do description, a posting. You get, I want this, you have a little summary, you have some extra details. I've actually connected everyone who gets a program. And even if you don't get a program, I've posted the Discord publicly for people to join. The Discord actually just pulls up, and I have certain spots for people who are on programs, not on programs, doing powerlifting, bodybuilding, functional strength. But I have just general forums. We're slowly going to start working on form checks where people submit their videos, and I can break it down and we can talk about it. It's honestly just a community for those who want to get lifting and more confident in themselves and gain some guidance in a way. So from here you can post your content, which I just upload my spreadsheets. You go to a checkout, you can share it, and when someone buys the program, it's emailed to them. They get placed in that Discord. The money gets sent to wherever you choose when you set up your account, and it's honestly a very, very easy way of posting programs. The only thing is, it's hard to grab attention. Yes, it's posted here, but there's thousands and thousands of things posted. Like, I'm under fitness, so if I type in fitness, let's say weightlifting, once it loads, let me just type in gym workout. We'll just type in gym workout. I have to compete for space with all these people, and a lot of them are cheaper. So you need to know your worth when putting up your stuff, but it's also how do you grab attention. So moving back to the marketing, I started making videos to do for my exercise library and slowly moved into more and more editing. I wanted to improve how to edit, improve how to post videos. I started working on a TikTok page and having little things like a trend. It's short, it's catchy, and it's fun to do. I have a section here where it was just me making info, and I love info. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as fun as making different edits. Like, this is enjoyable to make. And by posting once a day, you slowly build up a better audience, a bigger audience. And hopefully over time that'll start pulling to the webpage, pulling to the brand. But overall, if you enjoy it, it's not work. So one specific one was this one that I really enjoyed making.
Ask me if I got up in the dark to run laps before school every day. Ask me if I saved every penny to buy a ticket to the races when they came to town. Ask me if I did that so that I could be a trainer someday. Ask me. No! I wanted to become a racer forever! Because of you! I used to watch you on TV, flying through the air.
So that gentleman at the end is Russell Orhey, an 83 kg lifter that I've looked up to since I started lifting. And I just want to reiterate, you need to find something you enjoy, because then you put endless time into it. When you put time into something, people recognize it. And outside of this, as we moved through these postings and how to edit and leveling up for life and those kinds of things, I found you need to find something you care about, because if you care about it, it will push you forward. So looking at a brief change in focus, that specifically was showing that I moved a little bit away from this dedicated development, and I moved into my own kind of, what do I want to start doing? I love coaching, love all that, but I wanted to start preparing myself for the future. So I made categories for coaching and teaching, and they get into specific rules and outlines for our game. So like badminton, I have drills for badminton now. I have separate games for like how to progress and how to implement low organization. I've shared this with a bunch of colleagues within the phys ed program at Brock. I've started the same thing with science. I have physics shared with some people. It has a unit outline. It goes into all my assignments, labs, tests that I want to do. And it's shared so then I can create a group of like-minded people. And that group is what's going to help you in the long run. Yes, as one person, you are strong. and you can be motivated, but you need a group of people, an expert group, to help keep you guided, help you grounded, and fill in your weak spots. You have weak spots, and that's okay. I made this list of books that are all personal growth, things that I want to read. I have them highlighted as what I own, what I need to buy, what I've read, what I'm reading. And a lot of these, even though they're financial and have all these great ideas, a lot of them are based on the idea that your mind is your biggest asset. How you mold it, shape it, kind of guide it means a lot more than one would think. So by taking that concept and finding ideas that I like, I started making this interesting topic idea PowerPoints that I hope to pass on to my students. I'm thinking I might even make an online course about them because I'm passionate about these topics. So I've uploaded them into this Google so that I never lose them. But I've just been trying to gain a better toolkit. And so I take time to learn new skills. I don't want to say how long it took me to get this animation to work, but I was pumped after making it and getting it to actually work. I found a purpose behind it because I want to grab people. I want to be entertaining in my videos. I want people to think. So getting these little skills and growing on them and being passionate about the topic is more important to me than the work itself. Because now if I wanted to, I could replicate this, which took me 2-3 hours to fully complete and make it work, in probably about 10-15 minutes. I've set this up so then people can start thinking about complacency, apathy, how sometimes the information that we're taking in has a deeper meaning, like Pink Floyd. The idea that the music and the media that we take in has an effect on our minds, and if we're watching goop and crap 24/7 or any chance that we get, we are dulling our minds and we're not using them. I love this idea of SMART goals and the region of beta paradox, where sometimes something that is okay is actually worse than something that is bad, because the okay position does not provoke an action. The bad situation would provoke an action. So you're just sitting in this circle of same thing every single day because it's okay. It could be better, but it could also be worse. The worst scenario would push you to get better. Outside of that one, becoming great, the idea of obsession, passion, is there a difference? These greats, these goats, all had an obsession, had a passion. And Kobe talks a lot on this idea of the 100 rule. He doesn't specifically say anything like 100 hours will get you to the top 5%. That's only 17 minutes a day. Why can't you get it? He more focuses on consistency. The difference between practicing half an hour every single day versus 1 hour 3 times a week. The difference is only 30 minutes, but that 30 minutes compounds over weeks, months, years. The whole idea is an obsession. An obsession can get you places that you would not imagine because you are putting in 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours every single day. That is so much extra practice over a long period of time than someone else. So I just want to pass on those concepts, those ideas to my students, pass them on to my friends, pass them on to peers, pass them on to anyone who wants to listen, because my idea is that we need to get 1% better every single day. Our mind and our bodies are our biggest asset. So why do we feed them garbage day in and day out? I will leave you with that idea. And I think it's worthwhile to think about.